Well, I hope you have a safe, and enjoyable, relaxing Memorial Day weekend, even if it does happen to be raining just a little bit. But you're not at the lake, so you don't have to worry about that, right? Nor am I, I'm not at the lake. You know, it seems to me it's valuable to pause on Memorial Day on the weekend. Pause, especially because of all the political differences and tensions in our country at this time. If I had to pause to remember the idea, the dream of America, the equal dignity of all men and women, the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, governance by law, freedom of religion, speech, conscience, assembly, seeking justice, tranquility, the general welfare, the blessings of liberty. It's valuable to remember the dream that is America and the sacrifices made by so many to advance our common cause. It is a dream that never is fully achieved, depending as it does on the acceptance of such weighty responsibilities by each succeeding generation. It is not for any of us to finish the task, nor is any one person free to desist from it, because each of us has been blessed by the blood, the sweat, the tears shed to obtain these great ideals. The second reading also spoke of a dream, a vision, a common mission, the holy city Jerusalem. But notice how it's described, coming down from heaven, from God. I mean, that means it's not of mankind's making. It doesn't originate with us. It didn't begin with us, and it is not completed by us. Nor is anyone who wishes to be part of it free to desist from its work. As is clear, the precious stones and gems are people. And it's clear in the surrounding verses, these people have done the hard work of patterning their lives after the Lamb's, reflecting his light. But this also comes out in the gospel. Those who love me will keep my word. And in the first reading, how is that word kept? How do you know it in the particular cultural circumstances of the time? Well, it comes out by those entrusted with the authority by Christ to apply that word to these specific instances, circumstances. From the very beginning, formal religion, the institution of the church, was needed to what? To fare well. Those precious stones are people, the people who have done the hard work of patterning their life after the Lamb's. Whereas those who don't, well, they're simply not part of the city. I finally noticed that the city had no need of sun or moon, for God gave it light, and its lamp was the Lamb. At that point, the created sun and moon will have served their purpose, ultimately pointing to the Creator and the fulfillment of his plan. So too with the temple and all the temples of God constructed on this earth. But that comes out in the very shape of the holy city, Jerusalem. It's described being 1,500 miles high, 1,500 miles wide, and 1,500 miles deep. It's a cube, right? The cube was the shape of the Holy of Holies in the temple. That special place where God mystically or mysteriously dwelt. So it was to point to that ultimate temple, that ultimate holy of holy place with God, which also connects with the gospel. Those who keep my word, he said, what happens? Well, the Father and I will dwell with them. The temple and all the temples of God that have been constructed say, look to him. Live for him. Look to him and live for him ours will say too. Soon after we open the doors of our academy and begin to form our first students, blessed are those students, soon after that we'll turn our attention to completing the work for the church, which we have begun and from which no one here at JP2 is free to desist if they want the blessings that flow from it, first communions, confirmations, weddings, and such. But in the meantime, let's turn our attention to the more fundamental work of patterning our life after the Lamb's, so that our breathtaking church might be a true reflection of our hearts.